A top physics says the building of a plant to make Higgs boson suspended particles is a precedence for the scientific society. In an exceptional interviewing, Nigel Lockyer, chief of America's prime particulate physical science laboratory, told student the Higgs could hurry main show. He told Pulse in the Physical Science Society was collection for a car to be constructed each in Europe or Asia. The Fermilab CEO added, same Higgs is such an exciting particulate, a distinctive particulate. The Higgs boson, mentioned following UK theoretic physic Peter Higgs, was found in 2012 at the Big Hadron Collider, tank, particulate smasher by the Franco-Swiss boundary. The detect covered a many decades-long force to discover the particulate tentatively. Addition, the recent lacking chunk to the theoretical of particulate physical science named as the norm pattern, or small. The small explains how the house blocks of the world act and communicate, but physicists aware he's fair walking rock to a more profound insight of the universe. For sample, it doesn't ensure and explain for black question, black power, or seriousness. Physicists had hoped how the LHC would rotate up testimony of physical science phenomena not explainable by the norm pattern. So distant, efforts to discover new physical science include go off blank-handed, but student the Higgs in more than part might break down the deadlock. A heir to the Big Hadron Collider would be intended in a way how allows scientists to null in on the Higgs boson. The LHC plant by crushing purlin of positive proton suspended particles along, but the collisions how make the Higgs as well make lot some suspended particles. The makes it complex to job out that collisions make the Higgs boson. A various kind of particulate smasher, named an free electron-positron collider, should make just a Higgs and else particulate named a Z boson. The makes it more than appropriate for comprehensive research of the Higgs properties. Dr. Lockyer told Down there were now discussions above a new free electron-positron collider in China, and a line collider how could feature as a Higgs plant in Japan. Alternatively, it could be posted at CERN following the Big Hadron Collider comes to the end of its operational life expectancy. The Higgs is exciting since it is the just basic scalar particulate. The tool it has a rotation of null. Rotation is an inherent characteristic of suspended particles in applications in daily lifetime, such as in magnet response imagery, MRI. Same Higgs is the at first basic scalar how has always been observable. And cute lot all physical science for the norm pattern contains scalars, told Dr. Lockyer. So these scalars would mix in the Higgs, the issue is how firmly. But which thou really looking for is testimony of the Higgs mix in some scalars. How would be a box in new physical science? One offered schema for new physical science, that is named as supersymmetry, posits a army of new suspended particles concomitant such we aware on of the norm pattern. Yet, the LHC has now eliminated big swathes of setting area wherever supersymmetric suspended particles could be concealment. While we see difficult for thing and dong t discover it, the more than artistic you include to receive. All believes down there's thing down there, but which we're now start to issue is the scope of the new physical science. At which power does the new physical science shaw upwards, told Dr. Lockyer. Of a easy calculating of the Higgs massive, down there has to be new scientific. We fair can't offer up on all we aware as an pretext for wherever we are currently. He told physicists we're now looking for less than evident signals of new physical science and with toolkits such as car learning algorithms to assist them discover little deviations in the extensive information manufactured by particulate physical science experiments. But he tents how down there was yet lot to go of the tank, that will expose a main modernize in the 2020s. Fermilab, relying in Batavia, Illinois, utilized to building the Tevatron, the largest strong particulate gas pedal in the planet before the LHC came on the internet in 2009. The Tevatron was switching off in 2011, but Fermilab is now household to an breathtaking matrix of experiments how aim to shove the frontiers of physical science. The remnant one of the largest mysteries in physical science, with approximately equivalent amounts of every R hypothesis to include been manufactured in the Big Explosion. Same initial scientific purpose is to know if neutrinos and against neutrinos fluctuate otherwise. How has a capacity big effect on our insight of the previous world, told Dr. Lockyer. I am individually concerned in monitoring neutrinos of a supernova collapses in a neutron celebrity or in a dark opening. Such areas are of intensive concern for lot fields, as neutrinos act a part in making hard beginnings, such as during a celebrity. The Sand Dune Cooperation newly selected a new company spokesperson, Professor Stefan Soldner-Rembold, who leads the particulate physical science team at the College of Manchester, UK. He added how it was essential to draw youthful scientists to take part in Sand Dune, in procedure to build a lively and powerful cooperation, we requirement to promote the following general of youthful physicists to be betrothed in the draft, he told. The experimental will engage radiant neutrinos of Fermilab in Illinois several 300 km, 800 subterranean to a large sensor tool relying at the Sanford Subterranean Study Installation in Southward Dakota. But up the complete experimental comes on the internet in the 2020s, testing prototypes of the sand dune neutrino detection include been by building at CERN in Europe. Every will be imbued in 800 tons of fluid argon, stored at 184 C. They are due to start take information in the fall.